2004 of the Mali Empire, Africa's golden age. In the heart of West Africa, long before colonial borders, before modern nations were born, there existed an empire so wealthy, so powerful, that its king would shake the economy of entire continents. This was the Mali Empire, a kingdom built on gold, trade, and ambition. But like all great empires, its story is not just one of glory, but also of decline, betrayal, and eventual collapse. Before Mali rose, another empire ruled West Africa, the Ghana Empire. For centuries, Ghana controlled the gold-sold trade across the Sahara deserts. Gold from the forests, sold from the deserts, traded by Berber merchants, connecting Africa to North Africa and beyond. But by the 1200s, Ghana had weakened. Internal conflicts and external attacks, especially by the Almoravids, broke its power. From its ashes, a new force would rise. In a small Mandinka kingdom, a boy was born. He was crippled, unable to walk, and mocked by others. But this boy would become a legend. His name was Sundiata Keita. According to oral tradition, Sundiata rose from hardship, learned to walk, and grew into a powerful warrior. At the time, the region was under the control of a ruthless Sosra king, Sumaru Kante. Sundiata united different tribes and kingdoms, forming an alliance against Tyranny. Then, in 1235, came the decisive moment. At the Battle of Kerina, Sundiata faced Sumaru Kante in a battle that would change history. Against all odds, Sundiata's forces triumphed. Sumaru disappeared, and Sundiata emerged victorious. This victory marked the birth of the Mali Empire. Under Sundiata, Mali expanded rapidly. He established laws known as the Kurukan Fuga Charter, one of the earliest known constitutions in the world. After his death, Mali didn't weaken. It grew stronger. Successive rulers expanded the empire, controlling vast lands across West Africa. But one name would shine brighter than all others. In 1312, a new ruler ascended the throne. His name was Mansa Musa, and he would become the richest man the world has ever known. Mali was rich in gold, and Mansa Musa controlled it. But it was his journey in 1324 that made history. Mansa Musa set out on the pilgrimage to Mecca, the Hajj. But this was no ordinary journey. He traveled with thousands of soldiers, slaves carrying gold, camels loaded with wealth. As he passed through Egypt, particularly Cairo, he gave away so much gold, but he caused inflation. Prices rose, economies shifted, and the impact lasted for years. The world had never seen anything like it. Mali became famous across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Mansa Musa didn't just build roads, he built knowledge. He developed the city of Timbuktu into a center of learning. Scholars and students gathered there. The famous University of Sankore became one of the world's greatest institutions. Books were more valuable than gold. Knowledge flowed through the empire. This was Africa's golden age. But no empire lasts forever. After Mansa Musa's death, things began to change. Weak rulers followed. Internal conflicts grew. Provinces started breaking away. And then, new enemies emerged. By the 15th century, the Mali Empire was no longer dominant. Its cities declined. Its influence faded. Eventually, it was overshadowed and replaced by rising powers. What was once a vast and wealthy empire became a shadow of its former self. But the story of Mali does not end with its fall. Its legacy lives on. In the stories of Sundiata, in the wealth of Mansa Musa, in the knowledge of Timbuktu. The Mali Empire proved that Africa was not just a land of resources, but a land of civilization, power, and greatness. Empires rise, empires fall, but legends live forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications.